follow your soul path or expand yourself so that your spirit's incorporated into your life, but you're not going to be happy. There's no way. So this first book was really about that journey and about those subjects, a variety of subjects, and my experiments on them, occasionally to make it interesting. And the second book is Question and Answer Format from the Angels and the Heart Nebula. I call them angels because they're beings that are for the good of all. Now, I use the phrase for the good of all a lot because there's a lot of energies and they may not be for the good of all. Even when you work on manifesting, people want something. But you might have to shift manifestation as well. So that, to me, is a very important point. The other thing is that, there's lots of energies around, and you want to make sure that you get some energies that you connect with and guides and angels that are for the good of all. Because otherwise you could end up in sort of a mess. An example of that is, I wanted a road. I live in Chile, actually, and I wanted a dirt road. Yeah, I've been there 15 years. Yeah, I'm Australian and I live in Chile. So that dirt road I wanted to have as a bitumen road. And that's not an easy thing. You have to get a city council, you have to get workers, you have to get, there's a lot of things that are involved in that. And so I wanted that manifesto. Everything is an agreement. And so this title refers to the society we live in, as well as including our relationship with inanimate objects. This can be rather handy when you're trying to open a jar or get your key in a lock. So basically, I think that everything is an agreement in this world, which sometimes is also hard to swallow. But life learning is the goal. There's no good or bad, only consequences from which we learn. In Chapter 3, Releasing Imaginary Boundaries, you can see that being grateful is the easiest way to remove the boundaries between heaven and earth. To quote one paragraph, when you do something out of service, at whatever level you choose, you change the task to be something greater than yourself. This is one of the benefits to do, giving yourself a holiday from the little voice in your head that is always wanting something more, or is not happy with the way things are. You can focus on someone else, a bigger goal. In the chapter on Love Makes the World Go Around, I touch on unconditional love, which connects us to spirit and makes the world go around. When you come from the heart, forgiveness comes naturally and clarity flows. So another chapter, you can see there, the chapters are covering a lot of ground, but they're sort of quite good. Alright. Living moment by moment, connection with the spirit in the moment. Using spirit, uniting spirit with physical reality. You increase your options and awareness by connecting with spirit in the moment. At the end of the book, we expand our physical world to include something magical. Spirit in physical reality gives you a level of confidence that makes your life shine. And it can really shift how you feel and react and what you pass on. Everything and everyone surrounding us is a gift. Living in your body is about living a longer, healthier life. That's one of the chapters, because we are all bodies. Without our bodies, we're not going to be here. So I had one chapter on simple ways of living in your body, simple ideas, which may be good for some and not for others, but I had to include it because living in your body is pretty important. So, and I think this is very important right now. I ask you how you are traveling through life. Do you have a sense of trust that all will work out for you? Or is there an undercurrent of fear? Which right now, it's hard not to have an undercurrent of fear, but the point is that's why you look into your spiritual aspects and your overall soul goal, because that will support you in times where things are difficult, and it will support those around you as well as the earth. So you are not an island, you are very powerful. And I included some thoughts, methods, and declarations for traveling through life with trust and faith. So all in all, you get a life that shines. Just read the book. The second book, Angels' Messages from the Heart Nebula. As I mentioned before, it comes from the heart, and it's for those who want to work with their heart and see the world through a vision of gratitude. The thing about gratitude is it's hard for us to have one emotion at a time, or more than one emotion at a time. So if you're in gratitude, or if you're coming from your heart, or if you're in love, then a lot of other unpleasant things. I've taught that long. Who want to help and support us. Their guides, their angels, you know, what they call them. And so they help to get to the next level of joy and love in this life and on this earth. And they are often called angels. It is a book about for those who want to contribute to Mother Earth and nourish. Okay, in that case. One thing I should say, in the first book, I start about how I connected with my guides to make me comfortable. Because as a scientist, I wanted a yes/no answer. And then it was like, well, who's talking? Who's giving me the answer? So part of that book goes into how I delved into and ended up with the second book, which is on basically transmitting information from angels in the Heart Nebula, which is, according to NASA, 7.5 light years away. And that fits in with frequencies just everywhere. And they do not necessarily diminish. So that's part of that. So you two can communicate with, yes? When you realize that there is always more that can be created, you are free to help others and interact with them in a way that benefits you both. The soul is smiling. This is the most efficient way for you to be, with a smiling soul. So may you have a smiling soul day. Thank you. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you, each and every one of you. It's wonderful. And come to Maple Leaf. It's at 7A40 if you want books. And there's one there. Please take it, somebody. Yeah?